Okay, so we are now going to discuss on how are we going to perform a search operation on our records into our database. Okay, so for example, in this case, we are going to let the user to search for contacts. Okay, so I have created here a very simple interface for the search. So we have here an input uh, element. Actually, search is type, then a button for the search. So when we are going to click on search, it is going to search, or we are going to perform an incremental search from our set of records, okay, and display them into this table. Okay, so it would be that simple. Okay, so in my page.js, I have these are actually um, the search interface up to here. Okay, so I have created here a row. Then inside the row, we have two columns for the search element. Okay, and another column for the button. Okay, so I have here the value for the search element is we have search key, in which I have initialized here. Okay, for the search key, and when the button is clicked, it is going to call search contact. Okay, so we're going to have here our search. Okay, but first again, I'm going to have my PHP. Okay, our API first. So we are going to have a function. Okay, so they are just actually almost the same with get contacts, except that get contacts, it is going to get all the contacts of the user. Okay, so here I'm going to have search, oops, and I'm going to have a search key for my JSON. Then here would be a text. Okay, name. Okay. So basically, we're going to follow this format. Okay, we're just going to change some things here. So first, select asterisk from table contacts, where that's it. Still, we are going to have our user ID. Then for the search key and contact name. Okay, so we are going to use here the like operator. It is because we are going to let the user to input incomplete text. For example, Donald. So the user can input Don, and our system or our API is going to return all that names that has Don. Okay? Or it is going to input example Mal. Okay, so it is going to return all if ever there are other records that has the 3 characters in it. So therefore we're going to use the like operator. Okay, so but then we are going to create here our search key. I'm going to have search key is equal to, now if ever we're going to use the like operator, so we're going to use a wildcard. We are going to use the %sign. So we are going to concatenate JSON, then search key, and concatenate with, okay, search key. So if ever the user inputted done, example here, the value of our search key would be %done %. Okay, so meaning any name. So take note, we are going to use the name with don don anywhere in the name. Okay, it could be in the center, at the beginning, or at the end. Okay, so that's the difference now with our search compared with the ordinary input element. Okay, like then we're going to have here our search key. Okay, so we must have to enclose it with a single quote. Okay, so that it is going to treat this one here as a single string. Okay, search key ordered by contact name. So we are not going to have the bind parameters anymore. Then return. Okay. So again, the only thing that is added is we have this one, and our condition is where still the user ID and the contact name. Okay, then everything is the same. So we are then going to modify, because I'm going to have search contact okay, search contact, save. We are going to try operation is we have the search contact, then we're going to have search key. Let us say I'm going to have done. Okay, it should return Donald Trump. Send. Oops, we have an error. Okay, it is on our statement. Oh, we have no. We need the user ID. Okay, I forgot. Search key done. Then we're going to have still the user ID, then 1. Okay, so I still have the bind parameter. Bind param user ID and the user ID. Okay. Let's try again. So therefore here I'm going to add user ID. Let's say 1. I think Pitok is 1. Send. Okay, so we have here now Donald Trump. Okay, so take note, I'm going to send search key and the user ID. How about for all, let us say S, all contacts with S on their name. So send, save here, Marcos, so we have S, Harris, so we have S, and so on. Okay, Sarah, Steve Jobs. Okay, let's say, how about everything that has a senior, SR? Okay, Burrell, Steve Jobs. Okay, so that's how are we going to perform a search into our API. Okay, so next is how are we going to call the search. Okay, so we have here our get contacts. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the get contacts. Okay, and I'm going to paste it in our search. So contacts, then we have here the user ID and also with the search key. Our search key would be the value inputted by the user, which is still search key. Okay. Oops, await. So we have a sync. Then for the operation, we're going to have search contacts. Then still we are going to set contacts list. Okay, so we are going to modify same to say same list, okay, that is going to be responsible for displaying the contacts into our table. Okay, so we have the search contact on click. Okay, so let us try. So save. Okay, so from here I'm going to type, let us say again, I'm going to have the senior. Okay, then click on search. Nothing happened. Okay, so let us try to see what's the error. Okay, await isn't allowed in non-async function. Search contact, then async await. SR, then send. I think I have a problem with my refresh. Okay, I'm just going to refresh. SR. Okay. But we have an error. Contact list.map is not an action. Response. Okay, so the problem here is the content of the contacts list. I think it is blank. Oh, so search contact, then I have here search contacts. Okay, so hopefully that is the error. Okay. Refresh. Okay, SR. Okay, so a bit there. Okay, so we have the two values the two names with SR. So if ever mal, so we have here for Kamala. But take note, if ever I'm going to have a blank, so it is going to return all records. Okay, so now the search contact is going to work as get contacts. Now it is going to retrieve all records if ever it is blank. Okay, so it's up to you then. What are you going to use, if the search or the get contacts? But anyway, I'm just going to leave it as it is as of now. So when the page first loads, okay, it is going to use get contacts. So it is going to retrieve all records. Okay, so when the user types anything here, for example, bong, okay, so it is then going to use the search method. Okay, but if ever I'm going to have delete or no update or delete, it is going to use the get contacts as of now. Okay, but anyway, the error a while ago is actually the refresh. Okay, so it doesn't perform the refresh that it's supposedly going to do. So I manually refresh my browser, and then I have uh, the right output. Okay, so that's the basic way. Okay, take note, this is the basic way on how are we going to do the research. Okay, it is because there are a lot of components now that are more advanced. Okay, so wherein you could type or you could select any of the items here, and there are even components that is going to let you type when you type a text. Okay, although even though you are still have a single character, it's then going to update our display here. But take note, we can do that here in this procedure, but I do not recommend having a search that you are going to do then a round trip online, even though we still have a single character. So we must have to let the user to type for some characters before we are going to do the search, because it would be it would take a lot of resources when we are going to do round trip, okay, from the browser into our database just to do a search for some characters. Okay, so again, this search that I have shown to you is the basic way on how are you going to do a search of records from our database. Okay, so on the next video we're going to do some optimization of our codes. As you can see, we have a bit semi-spaghetti code as of now, so we are going to have some optimizations on our next videos. Okay, so that's all for today, and I'll see you on the next one.